Right guys, new video today, and ignore that because it gives away the video. Basically, I'm gonna have to hide it. Basically, I am going to show whatever's in this little box here some love. I'm gonna revamp it into my classic Minotaur's theme, which if I show you here, this is what my Minotaur's theme looks like. Obviously it's a vehicle, and without further ado, let's show you what is in here. Now, for you with a keen eye, I can already see, it's not looking the best. So let's take it out, and it is a beautiful stormraven. Now, as you can see, it needs a bit of TLC. It's got missing paint, splotchy, it's not been painted to the greatest of standards. And I'm just gonna totally transform it, I think. It's just mostly dusty and loads of like crud on it. I'm gonna get it all cleaned off, revamped, repainted, and we'll show you, well, you'll just come along for the ride. Sweet. So first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a big dry brush I've got, and I'm gonna knock off all the crap on it really. Just to get it, because there's all like, I don't know, like loose, like, I don't know if you can see like grass bits and stuff. So just getting a brush in there, because the last thing we want to do is because I'm not taking the time to strip all the paint off. I'm just gonna respray it. If there's any really thick paint, I might give it a bit of a sandy. So there is actually a few spots where the paint is a little bit thick, and so all I'm gonna do is take this nail file and just sort of, basically just what I'm going to do is just knock off just the raised bits just so it's smooth. So that's all sanded nice, all of the really thick paint is now sanded smooth, and I'm just going to quickly nip outside and prime it in white. Right, so as you can see here, it's all nice and primed now, and because we took that extra step to sand, the armour panel's looking really flat now, whereas with the paint before it was kind of raised, and when you prime it, it really highlights it. So I'm glad we did that. Next step we're going to have to do is spray the whole lot red, and for that we need the airbrush. Right, so as you can see here, the coverage is beautiful. I'll put it on wide lens for you, mate. So you can see the coverage is beautiful. The next step now is to go in with some purple. Once again, I'll be upset when this runs out. And basically recess line all of the recesses to get it looking like this. So, yeah. Right, as you can see, all the recesses are done. And as you can see already, you can see how just a couple of steps suddenly starts pulling it all together. So before you know it, I'm going to start highlighting stuff up now. And before you know it, this will already be done, and I haven't done that much crazy stuff to it. So all the brass is done, and now I'm going to hit it with some oxide. Now I did knock this over last time I used it, so I don't know how much is left in here. Hopefully just enough. Yeah, plenty. So all I'm going to do here is where the recesses are, in fact what I'm going to do is like I do everything else, I'm just going to slap it on and just use my thumb to drag it away. So now I've got a couple of blues on my palette, and all I'm going to do is hopefully just glaze some blue in the corners and just build up a little subtle hint of blue, and then just highlight it up, I think. So that wasn't working. So I remember I did this on I've got some Dark Angel planes. I can't remember exactly what they're called right now. But I just stippled it on. I seen a YouTube video where if you just stipple on blues, it gives it like an irregular, like, I don't know. But I like the effect. That's how it's turning out. And I kind of like it, and it's quick and easy. So all I'm doing is I've got some blue mixed up here, and just stippling it on, and then using a small brush just to stipple it into the middle of the middle of each like screen, I suppose. So I'm pretty confident that's all I want to do on the flyer for the time being. I'm going to turn myself towards the base now. I'm going to dry brush it with some Dawnstone. So I'm just going to dry brush it with some Pro Acryl Bold but Titanium White. And there we have it. One, I wouldn't say restored, it wasn't too bad, it just wasn't in my, it's not what I wanted. And when I seen it, I knew I had to spice it up a bit. So, as you can see, it matches all my other bases for my Minotaurs. So, and army theme, so if I just get a couple of tanks and show you really quick, you can soon see that it fits in an absolute treat. And it's not took me that long. Using the airbrush really speeds it up. I've just dropped some tufts on the base to give it a bit more detail. The windows look cool. The verdigris guns look cool, the little Aquillas. And that is ready to be fielded on the table. So cheers everybody for watching as always. I really wanted to get this painted and done. I hadn't got a lot of time. I'll probably go and not redo it, but like maybe put some decals and maybe highlight a couple of bits of metal and stuff. But to be honest, I'm more than happy to field that on the table. And it looks pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, cheers everybody for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. So after filming this, what I actually ended up doing is going back and stenciling stencils over the wings and arrows on top of the wings to give it a bit more depth, because it looked a bit plain, and I'm so glad I did because the final result is just amazing.